Welcome to GateX AIML. In this video, we'll understand the concept of maximum a posteriori, that is map decision rule. Okay. So we might have heard this MAP decision rule frequently in our studies. So what is this? So before understanding this, already the concept of naive Bayes you know. So what is that? It finally calculates the probabilities to classify to which class it belongs to, the new input. Now in that itself, in the derivation you have seen this. So you are just explicitly stating here what is that map decision rule. So decision rule here means what? Which class you are putting it. Okay, the new input, how are you classifying it? Okay. So let's start with the recap of naive Bayes theorem. So we already know how we got it. So that is the posterior probability T given X is equal to or approximately equal to probability of that class into product of probabilities of the features given that class from the data. So this we call it as the posterior probability. This term, this is nothing but your prior probability. This we called it as likelihood probability. What is that we are doing? Naive Bayes, we are calculating the posterior probability as the product of prior probability, that is from the data set, and then the likelihood of that feature. Okay, what is the possible probability? So this we also call it as based on the evidence. Okay, the result I got is based on the likelihood, that is the evidence I got. I only cannot consider the prior probability and then classify it. That may be wrong. So we attach the weight of likelihood evidence. Okay, you can consider it as a weightage. This posterior probability is also called as score. Okay, score of that particular class. What is maximum a posterior decision rule means what? Map decision rule. Once you calculate score for every class, you will select that class with a maximum probability, maximum posterior probability. That is what they are saying. Map rule is nothing but it selects the class with maximum posterior probability. So mathematically how you write? So C is the class which I want to predict, to classify it. I can write it as argument argmax C. I will explain this what it means. What is that you are trying to find the maximum from this? For all the classes, to calculate this posterior probability and then select the maximum posterior probability, that is called as map decision rule. So what is this argument max means? What is I'm trying to do here? Maximize. So max. What is that? I'm trying to find the maximum of the probabilities of all the classes. So C. So below the max, written C. Arguments means what? What are the arguments from which I am taking? That is the input is what? Argument means it's a kind of input. What are the inputs here? The probabilities of all the classes. From that I am selecting the maximum class. So this is called as the map decision rule, maximum a priority decision rule. So this will give me the class with which it belongs to. So this is the map rule, map decision rule. So basically what we are doing here, for each class in this, we calculate the scores. It's nothing but the formula for the score, right? So you calculate the score for each class, and then you select the maximum probability of or maximum score from those set of probabilities. That's what is the maximum from the arguments. Argument means these are the scores. That is the concept of MAP. Let us take an example, you'll understand. Suppose the data set has two classes, C1 and C2, with prior probabilities given. So prior probabilities are of class 1 is 0.4, prior probability of class 2 is 0.6. Here for a new observation X, the likelihoods are given like this. So the evidence is P of X given C1 is 0.5, P of X given C2 is 0.3. So you find the map, that is argument maximum C. So C here is there are only two classes C1, C2. From your C into phi of I equal to 1 to n probability of xi given C. You observe here there is only one feature, one predictor they are given, only x. So this reduces to what? Argmax of C Pc into probability of x given C. So there are two arguments here. What are those? So for class 1, P C1 into P of x given C1, comma probability of C2 into probability of x given C2. So these are the, this is the score for class 1. This is the score you calculate for class 2. So what is this value? C1 0.4 into 0.5, comma 0.6 into 0.3. So this we get the values. So 0.2, 0.18. So out of this you select the maximum. So this is the one with maximum C1, this is C2. So what is my classification? We classified it as class C1. So this is the map rule. Now, one more concept you observe here. The evidence matters here. This part. This is prior probability. The prior probability for class 1 is 0.4 and class 2 is 0.6. Here it is 0.6. It is greater than the class 1 prior probability. So that doesn't mean that it will be classified as C2. That is the meaning here. So based on the evidence I get, so I will classify it. The posterior probability, higher posterior probability doesn't mean that I will be classifying with that. Based on the likelihood, okay, on that we calculate the classification. Thank you for watching. In the next video, you'll understand the different forms of naive Bayes theorem, like Gaussian naive Bayes, multinomial naive Bayes, and Bernoulli naive Bayes. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.